So if you're part of the IPU sports team, yeah, this is what you need to do. Make sure that you look at the programming videos, make sure that you look at the alternatives and suggestions as well, and make sure that you keep track of what you did. It doesn't matter if it's only 1 minute and everybody else is in 2 minutes. It don't matter. You need to just show up and do what you can do. People are going to respect you more when you have like a 1 minute switch now, and 2 months from now you are making the full 10 minutes. People are going to respect you a whole lot more, and nobody's going to look down on you right now if you are not doing the same what everybody else does. Just show up, show yourself, just show what you're doing. Like I show my failures, I show where I need to improve, and that's what everybody needs to do. Everybody is at some stage with their training, and that's it. There's nobody looking down on you. So let's see your. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to add to never train to the point of ripping your hands either. If you feel that it's getting too much or you're getting too much friction, you need to stop.
Yeah, that's a good point, because definitely our hands are just completely good. And if there was a stage during this where I felt, oh, my hand is going to rip, I would stop.
Yeah.
That would be it. Because it ain't worth it. It's not worth it unless you're in a competition. It's only worth it if you're in an actual competition. If you've been training for a couple months or a month and you're doing your comp, then go all out. Then it's okay, Preferably not, but my point is don't do it in training. Don't go there. Only in competitions. Anything else?
No.
All right. So again, show up. Let us know where you're at. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Use your own analysis. That's what we really are all about. Well, I am about teaching you how to analyze yourself and program for yourself, rather than always having to rely on other people. I want to make you understand what you need to do, rather than you just doing whatever you're being told. I want you to be your own person. I want you to think. I want you to eventually start teaching us, and we're going to learn things from you.
Also, just another thing, when you're doing this type of muscular endurance work, don't look at the clock so much. I know it's easier said than done, but I know within my own training, with my weaknesses, if a rep doesn't feel right, I'm like, okay, and I try and analyze it and fix it on the next rep. And then something else goes, and I try and fix that as well. So that's what you want to try and get to a point to, oh, but that one didn't feel so right, or I didn't have fixation on that rep. So just try and improve and give yourself talk. Listen to the points that Taco and I say all the time. Have that voice in your head. Fixate, lock out, do this, do that, And that way it also takes your mind off the time.
Yes, on that note, I was thinking about that during the workout, but I forgot to mention it, so you reminded me.
I read your mind.
Yes, you did. Very good. A very important note, I don't look at the clock. Only by the time that I start to fatigue do I look at the clock. So by the point that I feel like, well, I am close to having to switch, that's when I look at the clock. Otherwise, I do not look at the clock, because it only demotivates you. What I want is, I want to look at that clock and it's like, oh damn, I'm way over half the time. Now that's the point I want to get to, It's like, you don't look, and after a long time you look, and it's like, oh, I'm already over halfway. That's where I want to get to. And otherwise, I don't look at the clock.
And the only time I will actually look at the clock as well was like within the halfway zone or over halfway. But when I'm in an in-person competition, is that last minute or 90 seconds where I want to thrash it out with the reps to get the reps in. That's when I look at that clock, at that last final bit.
Yeah. That's when it all counts. Like the halfway bit, that's all you need to know. And you need to know when you're close to the end, when you can sprint. Otherwise, don't look at the clock and just focus.
Focus on fixing yourself, like with your technique, self-talk. Yeah.
Come and talk to us. Let us know how you're feeling. Write down all the issues. Like, I never hear from anybody like, oh, my grip went, or my forearm was tight, or I felt my chest, or I felt my upper back. I hardly ever hear anybody say anything like that. But these are the points that you need to write down for yourself as well. And even if you use the system, just write it in there so that you can keep track of things. It's super, super important. And like I said, like my forearm is tight. I know that's from the heavy weight. My rotational muscles start to play up. Now that's from too much rotation. So I'm going to look at my video and I'm going to look at where did I do too much rotation and how can I fix that. Anyway, enough rambling. I hope you got something out of this. If not, money back. That's a joke.